finally back. I'm not even going to wait too long for people to show up. I'm just going to go ahead and do my thing because it's already late. It's literally like 1 a.m. here. So this is a game called It Could Happen to You. Check out my previous videos if you aren't aware too much of it. I believe this is an indie game, and so far it appears to be kind of like one of those situations where there's like some sort of town that has a bit of an eerie undertone to it. Apparently there's some creature or some paranormal type of entity or being that seems to be haunting this town, and it's like killing their cattle and just causing like a lot of weird occurrences. So we're just trying to get to the bottom of everything. It's been so long since I played this, so bear with me because like I don't even remember where we left off. So I'm just gonna try my best. Let's just continue. Oh, is this the right file? Okay, yeah, sure. Good day to you. Good day to you too, man. You still have some hours of daylight. You should use them to walk around town. Okay. I'm gonna assume the shoes are to walk. I'm pretty certain. Let's do it. So where are we going though? Who do we talk to? So this guy is some sort of conspiracy theorist type of dude. Not sure of his motives just yet, but he seems to be somewhat of like an acquaintance of ours. You still seem to be carrying an unsettling atmosphere with you, friend. What else did you want to talk about? Oh, okay. So this is from the last time we played. Yeah. So, for those of you who may not have been caught up, you know, he kind of was one of the first people that we initially met when we came to this part of the town. So he seems to have an interest in kind of solving this case of what's going on in the town as well. Let's see. Maybe we go somewhere else. Oh no, not here. No, not here. We've been here already. Gosh, where do we go? Is there somewhere else we go? Alright, let's go to the doctor. Let's see what happens. Somehow I just knew you were going to come here to bother me again. Oh, look at him being all sassy. Make it fast, whatever it is that you want. Okay, now it's coming to me. Alright, so from the last time we played, I believe we're supposed to be collecting something from the doctor. So we have to kind of play around and see how we can get around his suspicions and get what we're looking for. Alright, let's see. I've heard about the strange events going on. I wanted to ask you about that boy that came back. Doctor, I'm not feeling well. I don't need any help at this moment. Well, doctor, I'm not feeling well. Can you help me? Aha. Could you describe the symptoms you are experiencing? Guys, let's see. I think I've sprained my ankle. No, because I clearly walked in here, right? He's gonna know I'm lying. So we're trying to get a USB drive, I believe. That's what we're looking for. Or, like, flash drive or something. It supposedly has some sort of information on it that's relevant to this case that we're trying to crack. I may have caught a cold. I've eaten something bad. I feel very weak. Could it be anemia? I was thinking, like, maybe saying we caught a cold, but then, like, saying I feel very weak. Could it be anemia? That might kind of prolong him a little bit more than I may have caught a cold, because, like, if you have a cold, you're usually coughing, sneezing, but saying you feel very weak, that's not something he needs a lot of evidence of, you know what I mean? So that might be a better lie, if that makes sense. Yes, I see in your face that the vitamins I gave you have done nothing. Oh, did we already get it? Have you been under a lot of pressure lately, or perhaps doing some extenuating effort? You need to stop and take a rest, otherwise you'll be getting weaker and weaker. Wait here while I get more vitamins for you. You saw the doctor leave the room and go somewhere upstairs. I should search for that USB drive before he comes back. You quickly went through the drawers of his desk, which were filled with regular-looking medical files. Then you noticed something lying on the table. Ooh. There it is. That's what we're looking for. This must be it. It has the family name that the girl mentioned. But why is the doctor have it just lying there? Maybe he has been adding new information lately. You quickly hid the USB in your pocket. That's when the doctor came. Of course. Don't worry, doctor. We'll be all better. Sorry for the delay. No worries. I wasn't sure where I had placed this. It should be right what you need. Take them, sleep well, and you'll feel better tomorrow. Of course. You place the medicines next to the USB. Okay, now let's get out of here. Let's get out of... We're done here, doctor. Aren't you a sweet old man with your crazy eyebrows? I've got the USB. Yes, we did it. Now I should meet the girl and give it to her. So there's a girl who's actually kind of putting us up to this, guys. We're not just being a rebel naturally, even though I like the idea of that. We're not quite that spicy. Alright. Where do I find the girl? Or... I don't think she would be at the lighthouse. Maybe we should go back to our room first to kind of speed up the day and then meet with her. This feels like something she would want to do where it wouldn't draw too much attention, like doing it during the night or something. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to sleep like I should be doing in real life. And close your eyes for what seemed just a second. As you open your eyes, the first thing you noticed was a strange sign on the wall. At first you thought it was just a stain, but after you checked it out more carefully, you realized it had been carved with some sharp tool. I swear this wasn't here before. Now let me fix that. I swear, this wasn't here before. Oh no. I'm not a good actor. Alright. The hotel lady seemed quite surprised when she saw you walk into the lobby. Are you going to go out this late? Woman, you are not my mother. You should be careful then. There's been all sorts of stories about strange people roaming around at night. I'm a rebel. I got this. Alright, let's go find... Oh. I did it again. Don't judge me, please. We didn't mean to go back to Mom. Alright, let's see. Now let's see if we go back to the doctor's office. Yeah. Meet up with this chick. There's a familiar face with Leah waiting for you. Good night, friends. So you're her mysterious ally. Yes, sir? When Leah told me that somebody was helping her to get our hands on the files, my instincts told me it would be none other than you. Oh, aren't you intuitive? Then Leah approached you, evidently hoping to get some good news. We got the good news, baby. We got the files. Let's talk. You have been able to get the USB, right? Yes, here it is. You took the drive out of your pocket and handed it over to them. The man pulled out a small laptop from his suitcase and plugged in the USB. He and the girl quickly scrolled through its contents, finally setting in one particular document. Wait, what the hell is this? The file says it was created 5 years ago. No, this can't be right. You rushed to take a look, and although you couldn't make out all the details, you instantly recognized it was an autopsy report of George Santos? But how is it possible? There are people being unalived in this town? I don't know how to make any sense out of this. I don't know how to any sense out of this. I'm glad I said it right the first time. I don't know how to make any sense out of this. Okay. Game could use a bit more polish, but we're here. But here it says that both the boy and his mother died in a car accident 5 years ago. But nobody in the town knew about their deaths. The authorities told everyone that they had went missing. They can't hide something like this. And if there had been a car accident near town, someone would have noticed. You would think, right? But maybe not in this town, because it's paranormal, right? Someone wanted to keep this a secret. The doctor was just part of it. Oh no, there's a conspiracy. Well, who could be behind all this? And what could possibly be the reason to go through so much trouble? Those are not even the biggest questions. I'm going to fix that for them. Even though it says those are not even the big question. I mean, even though that could work, it just sounds a little janky to me. If this is true and the real George Santos died that night 5 years ago, what the hell is that boy they found? Or who the hell is that boy they found? Quickly, open the most recent file. The report of the examination that the doctor did to the boy when he came back. The journalist took a few seconds reading a long file filled with text and the result of different analysis. It seems the doctor was as surprised as us when the father brought the boy to his office. Apparently, the blood analysis proved that the boy has the same exact DNA as George Santos. Damn, I've always heard crazy talk about the government conducting illegal cloning experiments, but I thought it was nonsense. How about that, folks? Keep reading, please. Go to that section, psychological evaluation. Apparently, the last thing that the boy remembered was the car accident. His memory of everything before that was perfect, even to the smallest detail. He knew as much about George Santos as the real one. It was as if the time hadn't passed for him. He also mentioned some sort of dark-winged creature that attacked him and his mother, causing the accident. Oh no. I've heard about that creature before. Don't you remember our driver saw something creepy earlier in the game? It all started 5 years ago, just a few weeks before George and his mom went missing. The lighthouse construction had just recently been completed, and since there had been strange rumors going on among the kids in our school. Some said they had seen a winged monster at night roaming around it, and that it was the real reason why the fish were disappearing. I thought it was silly, of course. The fish population was declining due to the pollution caused by the increased number of ships passing through. But George wasn't so sure. That day, just hours before he disappeared, we had broken into the lighthouse to dispel his suspicions. We found nothing, of course. But I swear that while we were there, I felt something truly evil watching us. I don't even know how to describe it. I became very scared. Even if we were all alone in the middle of the day, that feeling came to me like a flash. A sudden and unexplainable sensation of dread. A phenomenon that many witnesses of the Fortean claim to have experienced just prior to their encounter. I may have butchered that. I was on the verge of having a panic attack, so we quickly left and each went to their house. Do you think that perhaps that creature, I don't know, got his scent and followed him? After he and his mom went missing or died in a car crash, all the rumors of sightings and strange events just disappeared. Maybe the monster just wanted to claim a victim. Whatever the case, it's obvious that the lighthouse is the source of all this. Years back, the strange sightings started when they built it. And now they started again when that boy was found on it. We need to get in there. I'm sorry, but you will have to count me out of it. I can't help you on this anymore. Oh no, she's scared. What? You want to leave the investigation? Now that we're so close? How could you? Don't you want to know what really happened to your friend George? I mean, if she's going to be a mental wreck, she might not be much help to us, though. Don't pressure her. But I'm really thankful for your help, but it's just too much for me. I need time to process all of this. Yeah, she might become a liability if she's too out of it. All these years I've been angry at George, thinking that he had left me here without a word, wondering if he was alright. To think that he really was dead, I just can't keep going. It hurts too much. I think it is better if I forget about it all and leave this cursed town for good. I wish you the best on bringing light to this whole deal, but my decision is taken. I'm out. I understand. I wish I would be wise enough to know when to let it go, but I just need to get to the end. I thank you very much for your contribution. We will make sure your effort isn't wasted. Thanks to you as well. Although it was hurtful, I'm glad now that I know what really happened to George all those years ago. I don't think we will see each other again, so it's time to say goodbye for good. See ya. Wait, before she leaves, should I give her the message that the boy asked me to pass her? Sure, why not? George? I don't know what the hell is really going on, but there's no way that boy is him. George died in a car crash 5 years ago. There's nothing an imposter can say that would change that truth. He said he was sorry for not being able to say goodbye. Perhaps I should go to say goodbye to him before leaving. She walked back home, eventually disappearing in the distance. You will never see her again. I hope she finds the peace she's looking for. Ahem. It seems now it's just you and me then, friend. How did I know that it was going to end this way? We need to finish what she started. I can feel we're very close to the end of it. Says every conspiracy theorist ever. We're so close. It's been a rough night, and this late it might not be safe to go to the lighthouse. So meet me there in the lighthouse during the day. I'll be waiting for you. Alright, let's do it. I'm excited, guys. So since we're going to have to go to the lighthouse in a day, we should go ahead and push the time cycle by going back to our hotel room and going to sleep. Let's go upstairs. You ever know how, like back in the day when you're like a little kid and you know you did something bad and you come in the house and you just feel like your parents are just staring you down? and you just don't even want to answer. You just want to go straight to your room. That's what that lady makes me feel like. Let's go ahead and go to bed. You have to sleep until tomorrow. Because we should go to the lighthouse during the day to be safe. Even though I'm a bit of a daredevil, I'd rather go at night. It wasn't easy to get relaxed because you couldn't get rid of the sensation that someone was watching you from the cracks in the walls. Ooh, that's eerie. Luckily, eventually you were able to sleep. Good. I love point and click games, guys. You woke up tired as if you hadn't rested at all. Oh no, that's not good. Perhaps it had something to do with the unhealthy smell in the air. Oh. Something's coming, guys. Hello there. That journalist told me he would be waiting for me at the lighthouse. I should go there if I want to learn what's going on here. Let me not make that mistake again. I almost did it, guys. I almost took us right back upstairs. I almost did it again. Why do I keep... Oh, I'm so sorry. These controls are so funny to me. They're so, like, different for me. Even though it's so simple, it's like 3, and I still keep picking the wrong one. Oh. Alright, lighthouse. The journalist was sitting in a nearby beach and waved at you as soon as you reached the lighthouse door. Good morning, friend. I'm glad you decided to come. Unfortunately, getting in won't be that easy. See by yourself. Alright, let's go in. Oh. I guess that makes sense, right? Apparently this place has been locked for years to stop teenagers from breaking in. So unless we find some way to enter, our investigation is doomed. But we've come too far to give up now. Somebody in this town must have the key to this place. Maybe the lady at the hotel? Actually, I thought the same. You know, maybe she wants to show this place to tourists or something. So I asked her about it earlier today and she told me she doesn't have it. In fact, she said probably no one in town has the key since the lighthouse is operated remotely. Huh. But I think otherwise. Somebody in this town must have the key to this place, but who? Should I really just pick the lighthouse keeper? I mean, it makes the most sense, but since they made it seem so remote, I don't know. Let's see, the lighthouse keeper? Oh, yeah, see, I thought that. Unfortunately, this place doesn't have one. Okay, so who the hell is it? I'm just going to click everything until something works. That's my method in life. Just keep trying until something works. What about the doctor? Actually, maybe you're onto something. There's no way that doctor has the key, but he knows people who can get it. Remember the documents we saw with Leah the other night? He was one of the people that hid the news about the car crash 5 years ago, so he knows people in high places. That, for some reason, doesn't want any of this to be public. This means we can reach a deal. He gives us the key, and that'll make the files public. That's blackmailing. Listen, we're not the ones burying the deaths of other people. We're the good guys here. Sure. Good argument. But if we want to find the truth, we need to get our hands a bit dirty. I'll wait for you here. I think it's safer if he knows that you're a friend with the files somewhere else. Go talk with him and get the key. Alright. Let's go back to the doctor. You've got some nerve coming here. Did you really thought you could steal from me? Did you really think you could steal from me and I wouldn't notice? That USB has sensitive files from my patients. I demand you to return it to me right now. I want something from you as well. I don't see why I should negotiate with you. All you've got, I guess, is a worthless USB with some confidential medical files. Come on, you know well what was on that USB. I know about the car accident you covered up years ago. You can drop the act. I've read the files. I really want to say that. I want to say, like, you can drop the act. I've read the files. Okay, what do you want from me? I want the keys to the lighthouse. Wait, that's ridiculous. What? That's ridiculous. Why the hell would I have those keys? For your sake, you'll find a way. You prefer the files going public? No, wait, please, no. I don't have the keys, but I can get them, I swear. I'll bring the keys to your hotel as soon as I get my hands on them, okay? Just don't send the files to the press, please. Betray me and they'll see the light of day. I understand. I'll get you the key as soon as possible. Alright. Should we trust the doctor? So I guess we go back to the hotel? Or do we go back to talk to our friend at the lighthouse first? I'm not certain. As soon as you walked in, the receptionist gestured to get your attention. You just missed the doctor. He was here waiting for you not too long ago. I hope everything is alright with him. He seemed really agitated and told me he was going to leave town and be away for a few weeks. Did he leave anything for me? Now that you mention it, yes he did. This key. Alrighty, awesome. I asked him what it had opened, but he snapped at me and said it wasn't any of my concern. He asked me to tell you that with this, you two are even. Well, if there's nothing else, I'll return to my task. Okay, so now let's see if we can go back to the lighthouse. Nope, I'm not making that mistake again. I've lost count of how many times I've made that mistake so far playing this. My friend, look what I have. You've got the key, right? Great job. I had some doubts on if the doctor was going to keep his word. I should have trusted you had everything under control. Anyway, let's not waste any time. Come on, open the door. My instinct tells me that whatever is inside will reveal what's going on in this damn town. Let's do it, y'all. Hey, I was wondering, perhaps we should do this at nighttime. After all, the entity has only been seen at night. Why not? I think that's the best decision. At night, we increase the chances of finding the true cause of what's going on. But I mean, I don't want to sound pushy or anything. It's up to you to decide when we go in. Don't worry, whatever you choose, I've got your back. I feel like we're just constantly going back to our room, like a bad little kid. Just go to your room, stay there until tomorrow. Should we have just went during the day? I don't know. If they've only had sightings at night, then it's probably better to just go at night. Yeah, sleep until it's dark. Getting that sensation of being observed. I wonder how this is going to go. Same dialogue as before. Alright, let's get out of here. Damn, I was dreaming something good. Huh. We woke her up, guys. Okay, we're going to the lighthouse. No detours. Straight to the source. Be careful, we don't know what might be inside. Why does he look so angry? You wanted to do this. Why do you look so mad? The lock gave way as the key slid in easily. He turned the handle and stepped into the darkness beyond. Let's do it. I love surprises. The inside of the lighthouse was nothing but a spiral staircase that led to the top. Upon reaching the top of the lighthouse, you are met with an unsettling mood. But despite the feeling, you soon realize that there was no danger. Hey, can you lend a hand with checking out this place? What we're looking for, whatever it is, must be here somewhere. We scoured the place with the journalist for anything strange, but came up empty-handed. I don't understand. I was totally convinced that here at night we would find the wingman, just like that time. What do you mean, just like that time? Like you've actually seen that thing? Tell me what's going on. Weirdo. I guess there's no point in trying to keep the secret. The truth is, I've not been completely honest with my reasons for trying to find this entity. Yes, I've seen the wingman before when I was a kid. It's a bit of a long story. Do you really want to hear it? It could be useful for this case, so yes. It was a long time ago. I was just a kid. Night had fallen and I was out in the backyard with my little sister, killing time until our parents returned from work, just like any other night. I was goofing around with the stick I had found, pretending it was a sword. Why does that sound so funny to me? And teasing my sister with it. She hated it. At one point, she reached out to grab it from me and accidentally cut her hand on a sharp edge. She started crying, and that's when we saw it. A dark figure hovering above us, like a spot of pitch-black darkness in the middle of the starry night, headless, making no sound. The winged man. Then my sister suddenly collapsed into the ground motionless. I thought she had passed out? But she never woke up. When my parents rushed her to the hospital, we learned that she had suffered a brain aneurysm, and to this day she remains in a coma. Both my parents and the psychologist dismissed the story, said it was just a fabrication of my imagination created to cope with the traumatic event. So I moved on as best I could. I lived my life, I went to college, I got married, and eventually I started to work at a well-regarded newspaper. However, years later I heard stories that others had seen the same entity. Many just attention-seeking liars, of course. But the description of the winged men were just too similar. There had to be some truth to it. You know how that is, guys. Behind every conspiracy, there's always some level of truth. Sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. I became obsessed. All my time and energy went to research every report of the winged men. I started to miss days of work so I could visit the places where the witnesses lived. I was barely home. It wasn't long until I got fired and my wife asked for the divorce, but I didn't care. So he dedicated his life to this. Finally, I was free to go to work to a trashy magazine where I could focus on researching the sightings of the winged man. Because if I can find it, if I can understand what it is, then perhaps I can bring my sister back from her coma. Aw, his heart is in the right place. That was 9 years ago. 9 years of going from place to place, always to hear that the sightings stopped weeks or months before I arrived. This is the closest I've ever been to seeing the winged man again. I was so convinced it would appear. No sense on lamenting over it, I guess. As he spoke, the journalist leaned on a rusty railing. Ouch! Damn it! Oh no! Suddenly he withdrew his hand in pain. He realized he had accidentally cut himself on something sharp. Wait a minute, that's what his sister, he said his sister got cut with something sharp and then the monster appeared. Of course, it wasn't just the night. And then the atmosphere shifted and an overwhelming sense of fear took a hold of you like never before. My sister had just been cut and the boy's mother had been beaten. It is here. Oh. Oh. It's coming back. At this pace, it will bring this whole place down. Oh no, we gotta get out of here. Or can we get out of here? Oh. Should we just go? Or should we be nosy? Can we do something else? Oh, that was the mechanism of the lighthouse beacon. Oh, what do we do? Perhaps I can create a flash of light to scare that thing. Okay. Okay. Oh, can we do it, guys? Okay, I got this. Oh, okay, I got it. Can we do it? The machine emitted an eerie sound before shutting down, plunging you and the journalist into complete darkness. I don't see that thing anymore. That sudden burst of light must have scared it off. Perfect. That was smart. For a moment I thought we were goners. Although I can't shake the feeling that there's something off about all this. Well, I guess that's not important right now. Let's focus on getting out of here. Yes. Yes, sir. Let's get out of here. I'll probably never see you again, but bye. Oh, you descended through the stairs, heading to town. You and the journalist ventured forth to the town, and the journey took longer than anticipated. It was hard to find the right path in the darkness that enveloped everything now that the lighthouse wasn't working. I can imagine. The journalist maintained an unsettling silence throughout the trip. It was obvious he wasn't in the mood to talk. Yeah, he was probably scared and frustrated. But finally, he made it to the town's plaza. I believe it's time for us to go our separate ways for the day. Sorry if I don't want to talk right now, but I always thought that the day when I met that entity again would be the day that I would get all the answers. And I would get a chance to make my sister wake up from a coma. It's ironic that after everything that has happened, I'm back where I started and more clueless than before. I guess I need some time to process everything that we've gone through today. Let's speak again in the morning. We walked into the hotel. Oh, he walked into the hotel, leaving you alone with your thoughts. Now we're going to go to our room. You were so tired that you walked directly to your room and fell asleep in bed almost immediately. For the first time in a long while, you slept peacefully without any of the terrifying nightmares that had plagued you lately. The tranquility of your restful sleep was briefly interrupted by a distant noise and vibration in the walls, but it quickly subsided. So you quickly fell back asleep until the sun rose. Okay. So you actually slept good. Took me quite a while to wake up. I wonder what time it is. You headed downstairs to the lobby. Hi, Mom. Oh my. How is something like that even possible in these days? The hotel lady appeared quite agitated that morning. You felt something was amiss. I keep calling her my mother. But she attempted to hide any signs of distress as soon as you walked in. Good morning, dear. By the way, you did meet the reporter who was staying here, I believe. Yes, he's my acquaintance. Oh, I thought so. He left early this morning and won't be coming back. He asked me to convey his apologies for not being able to bid you farewell in person. Oh, let me know if I can help you with something else. Can you say why you had to leave so fast? Not really, but he seemed quite distressed. I actually overheard him talking to someone on the phone earlier today. It seems that his sister died last night. Poor guy. Oh no. Did he leave any other message for me? Actually, yes, I almost forgot about it. Before leaving, he asked me to tell you something a bit strange. It all was a big joke for their amusement. Wow. Cryptic, isn't it? I wonder what he meant. Let me know if I can help you with something else. I need nothing else. Oh, and there's something else. Today I advise you not to go anywhere near the beach. They're still looking for bodies. What? For bodies? What do you mean? You haven't heard? Obviously not. Well, see for yourself. She pointed to a nearby TV. Fatal accident at sea. Breaking news. Back to our aerial view of the tragic situation as it continues to develop. Oh. For the viewers that just joined us, before sunrise, cruise ship has collided with the reef. Rescue teams are on site trying to locate any survivors. Witnesses have reported that the local lighthouse, which should have been indicating the reef's position, was off for reasons unknown. Oh. So far, the main cause seems to have been an electrical failure of sorts. There were no signs of sabotage or vandalism. The scale of the disaster is currently unknown, but more than 50 dead bodies have already been found, and it's estimated that over 100 passengers are still missing. You departed the town several hours later and returned home. Your life returned to normal after that. Nothing out of the ordinary happened to you ever again. But in the years that followed you often recall that moment at the hotel watching the news. You recall the thought that had struck your head with an unshakable certainty. There was no meaning to anything that happened. This is what they wanted all along. The end? That's it. Oh my gosh. Well, we made it. It's over. It's been a bizarre ride, but thanks for those who joined me for this adventure. And yeah, it could happen to you. It could happen to all of us, I guess. All right, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next one.